grand first of its type medical device digital exhibition conducted by Crescendo Worldwide, an advisory company, and powered by Aemons Labs, the surgical smoke evacuation device manufacturer. This exhibition is unique in terms of it will use a three-dimensional 360-degree virtual reality platform, which is an interactive platform. So objective is to reach the maximum number of people of this niche to have the information about these medical devices. So I'm your host today. My name is Atul Kaluskar, and I represent Crescendo Worldwide as Executive Director, and I am founder of Aemons Labs. So before we start this exhibition, let me have some philosophy or some ideology behind that. So let us take some parallel industry examples, automotive industry, IT industry, manufacturing industry. Let's say automotive industry till 1990, India was a major importing country. Most of the parts and even the vehicles were imported. The critical parts like engines, transmissions, electronics, India was dependent on supplies from other countries. And in span of next 30 years, 25 to 30 years, number one, India has become self-sufficient. And not only that, India started exporting those parts to many countries, and India is now major exporters in automotive and engineering industry. The example of IT industry, needless to, everyone knows that India is a major exporter of IT services across the world, across the globe. Now come to the medical devices. Various data, various scholarly articles, various Google searches say that India imports about 80 to 85% of its medical devices still. And there is a lot of scope, there are a lot of entrepreneurs, there are a lot of government agencies like CCAM, AMTZ, IIT Mumbai, IIT Chennai, and IIT Mumbai, I mean BETIC. And there is a lot of thrust to develop Indian medical devices. Old but not the forgotten case is the Jaipur leg, where the cost of acquisition is reduced drastically and it is made affordable. So why not in other industries, other devices in medical devices, in this medical industry? So with this ideology to support Indian startups and Indian manufacturers to give a global platform, we thought of conducting this medical device digital exhibition using this three-dimensional virtual reality platform. So today's introduction or inauguration ceremony, I am taking names by the first name alphabetically because you all, whose name to take first, I was really, so I am taking the name on the, please allow me to take name on the alphabetically. So first is, and no one needs introduction except perhaps me. But let me tell you the first welcome Dr. Padma Shri Dr. Harsh Mahajan, who is the president of Nat Health and of course Mahajan Imaging. He will be also our speaker during this 3 days conference on future of the imaging. We have got Dr. D.A. Professor Dr. Jailal, who is the president of IMA, the largest ever number of members or perhaps any association will have. We have Dr. Ravinder Singh, who is president of Indian Dental Association. We have got Dr. Uma Nambiar. We look at Dr. Uma as our guide. And basically neurosurgeon having experience worldwide in Africa, not only hospital, but developing the policies, medical policies, healthcare policies for a country. So she has got a wide exposure and she is working in DH India initiative. And Ms. Veena Kohli, who is president of Association of Diagnostic Manufacturers of India. She is also representing us. And the most important in the list, our partner, co-partner, the founder of the famous Lab Gurus, also Gurus, called Meditalk on I2E Consulting, Prashant Apte, who has developed an excellent platform for laparoscopic surgeries and is coming in the orthopedic surgeries educative program. So with this, I request every speaker in this chronological order with Dr. Harsh Mahajan, then Professor Dr. Jailal, Dr. Ravinder Singh, Dr. Uma Nambiar, and Mr. Prashant Apte to have some your words of wisdom for this medical device healthcare industry. And after your introduction or of this subject, we can have an informal session, and then we'll declare this exhibition is live. And most important point, as Dr. Uma Nambiar always said, that we are to have a vision. So we would like to announce that 25th October 2022, we'll have this edition 1 of this exhibition, perhaps in the hybrid model. So I hand over the dais to Padma Shri Dr. Harsh Mahajan. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Atul, for introducing the subject of this first meeting and all the dignitaries on the dais. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be present here for the Medical Devices Digi Expo, which is really planned to be a platform to promote India as a manufacturing hub for medical devices and equipment. I think this is a very, very topical subject, as the pandemic has demonstrated that if you don't manufacture in your own country, if you are not self-sufficient, then there is a problem. We saw that when the pandemic hit us. We had very few labs with the capability of doing RT-PCR testing. We had hardly any manufacturer in India capable of manufacturing the kit. And of course, we know about the PPE kits for safety. Everything was imported. But what this brought to the fore is the inherent potential, the hidden talent, the absolute capability that we had in our system, and also the fact that we had the capability to pivot very quickly. And today, our indigenous manufacturers are not only manufacturing enough and more that we are able to do 2.5 million tests a day in this country, but there is capacity to even export. So the same with PPE kits. From zero manufacturing, today India is the second largest manufacturer of PPE kits, including N95 masks, and we are exporting them. We have enough and more. And also we've seen that a mask which was tough to find even for 500 rupees in the beginning of the pandemic, today absolutely high quality N95 masks you can get for 30 US cents. Just imagine the latent capability. I congratulate you, and I'm sure the government agencies will work with private entrepreneurs within this country, make it easy for them to manufacture within this country, take away some of the impediments that are there in the system, and as has been said ad nauseum, have a single window clearance so that it's easy to set up, manufacture in this country, not only to be self-sufficient, but as I say, in India, for India and the world. Thank you very much, and I wish this conference all success.
Thank you, Dr. Padma Shri Harsh Mahajan. I request Professor Dr. Jailal to have his words.
Distinguished leaders of medical fraternity on the dais and off the dais, and very esteemed colleagues who are visiting the Digi Expo. We are extremely happy to be part of this inaugural ceremony of the Digi Expo, this virtual platform exhibition. This is a 360 virtual interactive session, and that gives us a lot of confidence that the capacity of the Indian manufacturers, Indian entrepreneurs, getting above the problems and challenges and finding solution for that. I always believe the eagle, when the clouds are coming, the rain is there, all the birds will fly away to a nest, but eagle will always fly above the cloud. Similarly, today on the challenge of the post-COVID and the COVID era, our Indian manufacturers, Indian companies were able to rise above the challenge of the COVID and able to find some adaptability solutions and provide them to the population of our country. So that way, I think this the digital expo of the industrial manufacturing equipments and solutions is a real solution at this moment for the people to get the knowledge and input which is necessary to combat the COVID and the post-COVID situation which is rising in the country. We always believe India has all the wealth. I always fondly remember the words of the famous poet Bharadiyar. What wealth we do not have in this motherland? Why should we have the begging bubble to the Western world? This is absolutely true. The potential of the country, the potential of our nation is tremendous that we have shown by producing the Covaxin vaccine when many countries were suffering. We were able to produce the vaccine, and today we are inching towards the 100 crore mark of the vaccination. That itself shows the potential capability of India and the entrepreneurship opportunities in India. At this level, what is the most important thing in the world today is knowledge. Knowledge is the power. Knowledge is everything in the world today, and information is the most valuable, price-worthy component one person can have. But reaching them to the people at their doorstep is the most important challenge for any healthcare delivery administrators today. And I'm so thankful to the Crescendo and other people who are taking up the challenge of making this knowledge, making this information of our healthcare delivery system to reach the people at their doorstep, at their leisure time, even sitting at their sofa, they will be able to interact, get the input and get the knowledge. That's a great challenge I feel you are doing today. I must also thank Government of India for providing this opportunity and now making the health reachable to all the people. The Ayushman Bharat is one of the very important innovative scheme our Honorable Prime Minister is launching to make the people to get the help in an affordable and accessible way, but never ever compromising on the quality of that. So the challenge of the healthcare providers is on the one part, the healthcare delivery systems are capable to reach the people, but other point we need to ensure that it is not just reaching, but the reaching with the quality. So I am sure such an information you are giving and the solutions which you are providing will definitely empower and enhance the practitioners of our country. Especially I am worried about the general practitioners or the family physician on the nook and corners of the city will also able to have an access to the quality equipment, quality innovative instrumentations and the solutions, so that they will be able to pass on that information to that. I always believe when our doctor is getting an information or knowledge, the benefit is not going to be with the doctor. It is ultimately with the society. The patients who is come in contact with the doctor is going to get the benefit. So in a way, this Digi Expo is not just a knowledge enhancing system, but it is a great social responsibility with which we are working, so that this knowledge is going to pass on to our people of our country, and their health is going to be improved. Our dream of health for all will be able to achieve by such innovative and the informative methods which we are adopting. So on behalf of Indian Medical Association, we profusely thank you for taking this initiation, and I wish all the best for this Digi Expo, and I wish and hope millions of people will witness and get benefit out of this. Thank you very much for this opportunity. We assure our full-hearted support to all your initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Jailal, the President of Indian Medical Association. Now I request Dr. Ravindra Singh, President of Indian Dental Association. Over to you, Dr. Ravindra Singh.
Thank you, Atul. Dignitaries on the dais. At the outset, I would like to thank all of you to actually extend this invitation to me as a special guest for the inaugural section of this medical device Digi Expo and conference. I am the President of Indian Dental Association, which is an important organization in the dental healthcare sector as a custodian of the oral health in the country. IDA has been in the forefront in improving the quality of the oral healthcare services rendered to the community at large. Through enhancement of the education and training, IDA helps to improve the professional advancements of its members. IDA endeavors to provide the oral health care of the highest ethical and the professional standards to all the segments of the society through 29 state and more than 750 local branches and more than 80,000 members. As I said earlier, since I'm from the dental healthcare, where the medical devices play a very important role. These are instruments which help us to diagnose, to prevent, mitigate, treat, cure all our dental diseases and other conditions. But I want to emphasize on a different aspect actually. The use of medical devices is an increasingly important element. Yes, we know it. But it is crucial for us to receive the regular training and education to ensure that we are competent in the use of this advanced technology and these advanced devices, which are of utmost importance and necessity to us for our treatment planning, for our profession. Well, if we consider, yeah, we have been witnessing significant advances in the medical technology, particularly in the digital technology in the last decade. But as it is rightly said, and emphasized that we should emphasize on the Make in India technology, because as it is rightly said, more than 80% of the instruments are imported. That's not good. We should emphasize on that. This will also positively affect the advancement in dentistry and the medical science as well. And the cost of the treatments will be subsidized less more and more, because actually that treatment is expensive because these equipments and the technology is imported. The dental industry is closely related with the Indian Dental Association, and I'm very confident that the dental industry will utilize this platform of yours to join hands with the healthcare practitioners to educate and train them in improving the healing index, which is our prime object. And all this is very important if we are to achieve the goal of overall optimal health for all by 2030. I wish this conference and expo a grand success. Jai Hind, Jai IDEA. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ravinder Singh. Really encouraging your words. I request Dr. Uma Nambiar to share her views.
Namaskar. It is my privilege to be in this session along with Dr. Harsh, Mr. Prashant, Dr. Jayalal, Dr. Ravinder, and Mrs. Beena Kohli. And Atul, thank you very much for providing me this opportunity to be a part of this, what I think is a one of its kind exhibition and symposium that we are going to host in this pandemic era. Now, we all know that Indian healthcare is recognized as a significant force in the world now. You know, we are known for our healthcare service delivery. We do very good, in fact, I should say excellent healthcare delivery at nominal cost. We are the pharmaceutical industry of the world. And it is only a matter of time when, with all the initiatives that we want to take now in the device manufacturing industry, that India will become the hub of medical devices, and we will become the world leaders in medical devices and technology, because there is no doubt that we have great entrepreneurship skills. We manufacture at low cost, we provide quality. So we are ourselves a large consumer base in our own country. So this way, I mean, the medtech industry is poised to grow and poised to grow in leaps and bounds. And for this, an exhibition like this will draw people from around the world. Today we are doing it at a national level, and I see that this exhibition can continue and become a global event where people from outside India will come to events like this to look for our, the devices that are manufactured in India. So this is very encouraging, and in this setting today, where we are really just at the initial starting point of this journey to have this exhibition. It's a great step that you have taken, and I welcome all the delegates, all the speakers, all the participants, visitors to this symposium, and also the exhibitors, to take care of this, to actually use this opportunity as a learning and a meaningful networking opportunity. And I'm sure this 4 days will be a great, this will be a great event. And it's my privilege to be part of this. Thank you, Atul, for providing me this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Uma. You're always like a guide for us. You have selflessly done a lot of things to take this exhibition to the present level. And mere words will not be sufficient to say thanks to you. We seek your continuous support like this for making this exhibition towards the globe. Now I request Ms. Veena Kohli, President of Association of Diagnostic Manufacturers of India, for her words, especially in this diagnostic devices. Thank you very much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Medical Device Digi Expo 2021. My name is Veena Kohli, and I'm the President of the Association of Diagnostics Manufacturers of India and the CEO of Vanguard Diagnostics. You'd agree with me when I say that the coronavirus has taught us several lessons, and the most important of them is the indisputable need for a self-reliant India. In recent times, India has shown remarkable tenacity in very quickly ramping up the medical and the healthcare infrastructure in response to the crisis. India has launched a host of research opportunities for diagnostics, treatment options, and development of vaccines. The crisis has come with a silver lining, as they say, and it has provided us with a unique opportunity to position India as the preferred manufacturing hub for the world. A number of these initiatives have been supported by the Government of India, beginning with a remarkably agile regulatory pathway and two of the most crucial notifications announced by the Department of Pharma towards providing the much needed impetus to domestic manufacturing and self-reliance in the diagnostics medical devices sector. Firstly, the release of the revised public procurement order on the 16th of February 2021, giving preference to locally manufactured products in public procurement. And secondly, the implementation of the production-linked incentive scheme for diagnostics and medical devices. Diagnostics manufacturers who were planning to undertake local production of IVD instruments, which require a very high level of capital investment, are likely to benefit immensely from this scheme. Along with becoming self-reliant, we also need to strengthen our position as a major player in the global IVD market. We Indians make up for more than 18% of the world population, but our pie in the IVD market globally stands at less than 2%. The global IVD market is estimated to be around $65 billion, with India contributing just over $1 billion to this number. The Indian IVD market has been growing at a CAGR of 15% against a global growth rate of just 5% during the past 10 years, and yet we have not been able to cross the already inadequate 2% share mark. What is the reason for this dichotomy, and what are the missing links? Technology seems to be one of the missing links in our country. There appears to be a direct relationship between technology and market size. 80% of the world IVD market is held by 3 geographies that are extremely rich in technology, namely the US, Europe, and Japan. Besides technology, innovation, quality, manufacturing capacities, awareness, domestic demand, and favorable policies from the Government of India will constitute the essentials that will ultimately make the diagnostics and the medical devices sector achieve its long cherished dreams. The Medical Device Digi Expo, by bringing together thousands of global healthcare professionals, researchers, importers, scientists, international manufacturers on a common platform, will serve to bridge the existing gaps in this sector by providing opportunities for joint ventures and technology transfers, which are the essential components of a robust and growing market. With this, I wish all the attendees, participants, exhibitors, and organizers the very best for an extremely successful show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Veena Kohli, for your wonderful words. Let me tell you before I hand over to Prashant that we are expecting over 5,000 visitors from this niche, and from about 30, I have received registrations of visitors from over 30 countries also, including Germany. Yeah, so as Dr. Uma said, can India be a hub? yes, can we have a hub first in terms of self-sufficient and then exporting, and then can we do in a say short span of 8, 10, 7, 6, whatever the years? Because any goal without a timeline is of no goal. So can we reach India in that level? That is a idea. We are also contemplating the startups who are having patent in medical devices to support them financially on our small level. We are not able to support all, but at least 2, 3 major players who have developed a good medical device which is patented, or our panel will say this is a good device, can we support them financially, a small, so this is a sort of a encouragement for them. So this is overall, and now I hand over to Mr. Prashant Apte, who is our partner in this exhibition, the Lab Guru or the Meditalk. Over to Prashant.
Thank you very much, Atul. So greetings and a warm welcome from Meditorch Technologies. So we, as the co-organizers, are very happy to welcome all of you to this first edition of this amazing medical device DG Expo. So as Dr. Jayalal said, knowledge is power. We have believed in that too. And over the past decade, we at Meditorch, we have put in immense efforts to understand the domain of medical education. Be it our flagship portal LabGuru for laparoscopic surgeons or our other portals for ortho and ENT surgeons, our work has been appreciated by more than 23,000 surgeons who are the users of our portals. These are people not just from India, but from more than 140 countries worldwide. They have benefited immensely from this huge library of more than 5,000 surgery videos and webinars that we have transmitted and hosted over the years. Recently, we launched our distance learning portal called DISECT. It stands for Distance Surgical Education and Capability Training, which has some path-breaking features such as remote telementoring, objective skill evaluation, and much more. And that promise to give the surgeon the skill and, more importantly, the confidence that is required to do his or her job in the best possible manner. And just last week, on the auspicious occasion of Dussehra, we launched our marketplace, which is called Hospital Buy. It's based on the, again, premise of educate first and sell later. So every product on the marketplace will be linked with educational videos hosted on our portals and give the buyer a first-hand feel of how the product is being used by other surgeons in the same domain. So through this portal, we hope to educate the buyer, the doctor, the surgeon, the hospital on every product and to help them make informed decisions before they buy the product. Through our offerings, we intend to bring awareness and experience of the product and ensure the availability to every doctor, surgeon, hospital, regardless of the geography in which they are located. I would like to tell all the dignitaries present here that we actually have people from the nook and corner of the country, from tier 3, tier 4 cities, towns, and even rural areas. We have transmitted from places like Mizoram and Manipur, and the kind of interactions that the surgeons have had and the experiences that they have made us work more and more in this field of medical education. So today we are very excited to partner with the Crescendo Worldwide team, who have a deep and profound experience in hosting some of the amazing virtual expos for very big and challenging domains like railway, aerospace, defense. And we hope to augment the efforts of the Crescendo teams and add value to this expo through our experience in medical education, our education portals, and our education-enabled marketplace. I'm extremely happy to welcome all the healthcare professionals, physicians, surgeons, med device manufacturers, and biomedical engineers to this expo. We have tried to line up talks that will help you get a fresh perspective of your profession. We hope all of you enjoy your time with us, and the efforts that we have put into this venture will help you grow your business. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Prashant, for your wonderful words. So before we declare this inauguration of this exhibition, I again would like to re-emphasize on the capabilities of Crescendo Worldwide. As Prashant rightly said, we have conducted in past exhibitions on railway, internationally, and also on automotive. And our edition 2 of medical devices will be perhaps a hybrid one, and the date will be 25th of October, that is today's date, and 2022. So 25th October 2022, we'll have the edition 2 of medical devices organized by Crescendo and powered by Evans Labs, the manufacturer of surgical smoke evacuation device. So I request all the dignitaries now to chat informally, and let us declare this symposium, this exhibition, first of its kind, as inaugurated. Thanks to you all for your presence and valuable time. Dr. Harsh Mahajan, Professor Dr. Jailal, Dr. Ravinder Singh, Dr. Uma, Ms. Veena Kohli, and Mr. Prashant Tapte. Thanks for your valuable time. Let us declare that this exhibition is online.